the vice presidential candidate of the new Nigeria People's Party, Bishop Isaac Idahosa.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of my principal, His Excellency Senator Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, I stand on his steed to deliver his thoughts. Excellencies present and all protocols duly observed. Please, you have to give me some time and possibly learn one or two things from what I'm about to deliver to you. The Registrar, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. Warm greetings from my principal, the presidential candidate of the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, distinguished Senator Rabi Musa Kwankwaso.
A moment, Bishop. I'm going to interrupt you. We're going to make it up again to you with the time. I just want to be sure that we still have the pact. If we do, can I hear an aye? Thank you very much. Please, let's keep to it. Bishop, please, you may proceed.
Regrettably, he is unable to be here in person today due to the unavoidable clash of schedule. However, he believes that the future opportunity will arise by the grace of God, where he will be in your midst to deliberate and provide solutions to the demanding issues on Nigerian economic advancement. First, I'd like to express immense gratitude for this invitation as a guest speaker at this conference. In the same manner, commend the good work of the organizers of the event, both at the state and national levels, particularly the Registrar and Governing Council of this distinguished organization with high accolades in Nigeria and worldwide alike. Coming together is impressive, but staying together is a superior cause to greatness. Hence, I congratulate each and every one of the 56,000 members of ICAN on this giant achievement of celebrating 52 productive years together. You have proven that the vision of the founders has been an extraordinary cause. You have done very well for yourselves, your profession, and Nigeria. At NNPP, we believe that Nigeria is at a critical crossroad at this time of our journey together as a nation. Therefore, it is apparent that all hands must be on deck, and the time is now. Particular area of interest are Nigerians' wealth management, asset recovery and monitoring systems, debt repayment, financial commitments, forensic records solution, as well as transparent accounting system, to mention but a few. As we will demonstrate in details at the unveiling of our presidential campaign blueprint, our mandate is solution-based, people-driven, and business-friendly. My experiences across the board as a legislator, as the Chief Executive Officer of the State of Kano, in my capacity as a governor, as well as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Defense, have prepared me to understand the magnitude of Nigerians' economic distress. Therefore, the leader we desire at this time is the one who is ready to roll up his sleeves on day one. A leader who can delegate and manage a performing team with limited resources at our disposal. Also, equally important is the security situation across the nation. This menace has taken so much out of our lives and our commonwealth, yet it has continued to be an undesirable burden to us all, both at home and in the diaspora, in one way or the other. Consequently, in order to be able to achieve our sustainable goals and succession plans, we must recover first and build our gross domestic products as well as our foreign reserves with a deliberate and strategic approach with clear intent, yes, we can do it when we put the right people in the right places at the right time. Today, it is a fact too plain to be contested that the economy of Nigeria is in a state of uncertainty. The issue of high inflation rate, fluctuation in foreign exchange markets to the extent that for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, the United States dollar is exchanging almost for 800 naira. A constant fall in oil price and revenue generation in insecurity are great concerns that require strong economic reforms. Economic development is the desire of all nations of the world, but how to attain a sustainable economic development and by extension economic recovery remains a challenge to many nations. Different paradigms of development are being considered globally, and one of such paradigms is sustainable development. Harmony between man and nature is the prerequisite for sustainable development. There is now a transition to an agenda which embraces the three dimensions to a sustainable development, while still ensuring that poverty eradication at its highest priority and that extreme poverty is ended within a generation. Until Nigeria begins to take this path, sustainable economic development will be a mirage. The approach of this paper presentation will seek sustainable approach to economic recovery in Nigeria. This paper will also seek to focus on economic recovery and sustainability and to discover how to construct a dynamic equilibrium economy. It will discuss the best practices that can enable organizations to significantly contribute to the social and environmental sustainability and highlights the challenges and approaches for sustainable economic recovery. This paper also discusses essential to sustainable economic development, drawing on economic development best practices as well as environmental best practices to create an integration of sustainability and economic development. This paper will propose workable solutions, recommendations on how to facilitate pragmatic, environmentally and socially sustainable economic development strategies to create an adaptive, sustainable economic recovery in Nigeria. Harmony between man and nature is a prerequisite for sustainable development, depicting that the development of humanity should not be on the cost of environmental health. The path of development adopted should be such that is always within such limits that nature allows, beyond which a threat to survive is inevitable. Until Nigeria begins to take this path, sustainable economic recovery leading to development will be a mirror. Now, my introduction. And I'll be rounding up at the same time. Economic development is considered by the Nigerian government as well as government all over the world to be its central task, and this has led to vested interest and unparalleled enthusiasm for growing the Nigerian economy. The pattern of development pursued so far has created a series of social and environmental problems. Severe damage is done to the Nigerian environment as well as natural resources as a result of the efforts to transform the natural environment to achieve rapid economic development. Environmental quality in Nigeria has continued to decline. Resource depletion and environmental pollution have become serious problems requiring a rethinking of governmental policies. Different paradigms of development are being given consideration globally, and one of such is the change of paradigm to sustaining development. Sustainable development is the process judicious use and conservation of natural resources for the overall improvement in the quality of life for the present and future generation on long-term basis. 2, the importance of the environment to man and every other living creature cannot be overemphasized. The environment is an essential part of man's existence, and human beings are at the center of concern for environmental sustainability. Nigeria is an oil and gas producing nation. This exploration and exploitation in the Nigerian oil and gas sector impact negatively on the environment. The Nigerian environment is in danger, having been degraded by human activities.
Bishop,
economic activities are not carried out in an
Bishop,
environmental...
I am so sorry that, I have to interrupt you. I know that you have a well-detailed paper.
Thank you. What we'll do is that we'll be unveiling our manifestos, and we're more than happy to give an ear to it so we can have all this. We have not come here to play, we have come for serious business, and that's what we do. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Bishop.